the lesson, that is analysis of time series. Time series, it is a chronological data. You have to see to it that a series of data is given to us. We need to know how to evaluate that series of data so that we can able
Ma'am,
to.
sorry, ma'am. Could you tell me the page number, please?
Page number, because I don't have
78.
your study material with me.
Page number is 78.
Okay.
Okay,
So
okay. Thank you,
according to
thank
your
you.
study material, your page number is 78.
Telugu medium 87.
Okay. So the analysis of time series, the data which is collected, recorded for a successive increments like sales. If you take sales into the account and a series of years of data which has been collected. Why we want to know about the sales? Because we want to know whether there is an improvement in the sales or not. Improvement, at what rate it is improved, whether it is improved because there is a demand for the products, or whether there can be a decrease in demand, or any improvement may be expecting the people supposed to be provided. So all that study can be made if you have a 10 years data, more than 10 years data into the account. So the performance of the organization also able to know if you have a long-term data with you. That means a minimum of more than 5 years data if you have, and you would like to draw the conclusions, then it will be an opt for a company can take a decisions. So that's the reason why time series is nothing but it is more than 5 years data which is being taken for a study. So when we are taking the 5 years or more than 5 years data, first of all, we have to take into the account homogeneity of data. Homogeneity means like let us say sales data. That is the homogeneity which we are taking into the account, a common element which is which can be taken as a basis for us to study. So it's a reason why the homogeneity of data should be maintained. It should be a long period. That means it should be sufficiently long period, like 5-year plans, 10-year plans. In the same manner, it should be more than 5 years. The next time gap you have to take into the account. That means it may be equal to a year, it may be equal to a month. So you should see to it that what kind of a data you're collecting, that is also need to be taken care. The next, they say it is the application of interpolation. That means you would like to see to it that what are the gaps are there in between, whether that gaps can be filled with whatever the results which we have. Can we project? Can we estimate and see to it that we can fill those gaps into the account? So all these are the basic requirements for the study of a time series. Now, apart from this, we also have certain problems. What is the problems which we are facing because of the time series? First thing is the right hand information should be supplied to a right person so that he can able to get a right conclusions. So that is a difficult task. Who is the right person who can able to judge or who can able to analyze in a proper manner so that the way we want it or the way we want to solve the problem can be solved through this data. So right data at right time by a right person is a difficult task which is to be taken into the account. And one more thing is the individual observations. So when you take the individual observations, the time series data is too long. See, if it is 1 year study, 2 year study, probably people could able to get a meaningful conclusions. But if it is more number of years data, if you take into the account, then automatically there will be a problem in concentrating or in finding out the loopholes. So it's a reason why it is also one of the problem which we have to take into the account. And apart from this, there are different forces. Not only the too long period of data is a problem, but also it will be influencing with so many number of factors. The so many number of factors like climate can be an affectable factor, or a customs or a traditions, etc. So automatically it becomes a problem. The next, coming to the distinction, we have a component of time series. So we have four components. One is a secular trend or a long-term trend or the long-term variations. This is very important. Component of series can be expected a theory question in the examination. So we have four components. The first component is secular trend. The second component is seasonal variations. The third component is cyclic variations. And the fourth component is irregular variations. Secular trend is always denoted as T. Seasonal variations is denoted as S. Cyclic variations is denoted as C. And irregular variations has been denoted as I. So it is T into S into C into I will be a multiplicative model. Whereas if you add that is T into T plus S plus C plus I, it becomes an additive model. So secular model, multiplicative model and the additive model is the two models which we have based on this component series. Now, secular trend is the long-term trend. So 5-year plans, 10-year plans, everything is based on this. Here, the using of secular trend is we need to know the idea of a pattern of the behavior of a particular company. What kind of a behavior they have, what kind of a pattern which they are following, that can be easily possible through your secular trend. And you also can be able to study the short-term movements in a particular company, that also can be studied through your secular trend. It helps in forecasting. It also facilitates a comparison. The data can be compared for more than one series. So that's the reason why secular trend is useful for this. Now coming to the seasonal variation.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yes?
Sorry, ma'am. 1 second.
Yeah.
You're saying now 3.9, right, ma'am? Method of forming classes interval.
No, 6.3.1, page number 80.
Sorry, I don't have your material with me. So the page numbers, the side numbers, I don't know. So you should help me out in relating to this, because I don't have that material with me, right?
But I have this textbook with me.
Page
You have a
number
textbook?
80, 6.3.1, secular trend.
లేదు దీంట్లో లేదు అది 6.3.1 లేదు అది.
మీరు తెలుగు మీడియమా?
లేదు అది ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no textbooks, ma'am.
No, statistics, we have so many textbooks, Nana.
Okay, we have no.
యూనివర్సిటీలో ఇవ్వలేదా మీకు?
ఇవ్వలే, పోస్ట్ లో సెండ్ చేస్తామన్నారు, ఇంతవరకు ఏం సెండ్ చేయలేదు.
సెండ్ చెయ్యరు, మనం వెళ్ళి తీసుకోవాలి. సెకండ్ ఇయర్ థర్డ్ సెమిస్టర్ లోనే ఇస్తారు.
నాకు థర్డ్ సెమ్ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ కూడా ఎవరు ఇవ్వలేదు.
Ma'am, that is a problem with you and your university. You should go to the university and inquire about it.
Okay, ma'am. After class send PPT, ma'am.
Yeah, if you want, I can send the PPTs, or I can suggest you the books. So provided you can purchase, if you can afford to purchase, you can purchase these books. Business Statistics, Kalyani Publisher, you can purchase. No, Business Statistics 2 you have, where regression chapter is there, time series, index numbers, probability and theoretical probability distributions will be there in that book.
Okay, ma'am.
Right, ma'am. Shall I continue with my lesson then?
Yes, ma'am.
Now coming to the seasonal variations. Seasonal variations, the causes of seasonal variations are two things. One is natural factors, the other one is man-made conventions. The natural factors is like we have a rainy season, a winter season. Basically taking that winter season climatical conditions into the account, whatever may be, there is an increase or a decrease in the products which we are supposed to use relating to that particular season. Like summer, if you take ice creams, more demanded. Whereas if you go, cool drinks and ice creams are more demanded. If it is a rainy season, then automatically umbrellas are more demanded. If it is a winter season, maybe the woolen clothes are more demanded. So automatically it is the natural factors which helps us to increase our seasonal products to be purchased more. The next is man-made conventions. Like Diwali, you take into the account Diwali crackers. So because of the festival, crackers will be purchased. So that will be taken as a base. Now, Dasara, if you take into the account, because the Dasara almost now people used to purchase the flowers, etc., for the sake of celebrations. So automatically that becomes a man-made conventions. So whether it is a Christmas or a Ramzan or the Diwali or any festival like Vinayak Chaturthi, etc., whatever may be the items which required for that particular purpose may be sold, that becomes your man-made conventions into the account. So all this comes under your seasonal variations. Now the cyclic variations, if you take into the account, the cyclic variations is like a business cycles. Like boom period, depression period will be there. So automatically the business may enter into a boom or it may enter into a recession. So you have to act accordingly. The cyclic variation uses are helping in the formulation of business policies. What is the future behavior can be estimated. Irregular fluctuations of the idea can be generated. Yes. Any problem? So such things you can take into the account. Then now coming to the irregular. Now pandemic situation is a irregular, erratic variation. So taking the pandemic situations, the corona virus, because of the coronavirus, there is a lot of effect either on the business or on the economy. So those things also, which is not regular, right? Which is irregular. We don't know, we didn't expect such kind of effect will be there. So such variations also need to be studied. So that's the reason why these are the 4 important components which need to be taken care under the time series. Now, let us see to it the models, that is the methods which we have to use for the measuring of a trend. We have the 4 methods we have, like let us say 4 methods we have.
1 minute. నేను షేర్ చేస్తున్న PDF. మ్యామ్ మీరు కంటిన్యూ చేయండి, చాలా టైం పట్టేటట్టుంది.
Yeah, the 4 methods we have. Now the first method we will call it as a freehand curve. Freehand curve. This is the first method, freehand curve. So the freehand curve means the data which is given to us, we are supposed to plot in the graph. So what we are doing is now x-axis, y-axis. Now whatever the like years or the months, whatever may be the data which is given, like 2010, 11, 12, the data was given. And here the production or a sales which is given here. So the sales which are taken on Y series, years will be taken on X series, and taking that as a base, we are plotting, and the points which we are plotted, we supposed to join those points and see to it, this is our actual curve. Okay, taking this actual curve into the account, what we are doing is, we have to draw a trend line in such a manner that the points are this is your trend line, and this is your original curve, which is the data which is given to us. And you are drawing the trend line in such a manner that points are on both sides of this line. So it is an imaginary line, but we are drawing the line because we are seeing the points on equally on both the sides of the line. So this is called a trend line. This is an imaginary line which we have drawn. So what we are doing is, it is always based on the curve which has been drawn first. Taking the curve as a base, see the equal point should be there on either side of the line. Then that becomes your trend line. So like this, a freehand curve needs to be calculated, and it should be drawn in the graph paper. So in the examination, you can demand for graph paper. They'll give you the graph paper. Freehand curve. That means you should not use any scale or anything. Just take a pencil with the hand. You have to draw the curve. That's the reason why it is called as a freehand curve. Followed? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next is the method of semi-averages. I'm moving to the method of semi-averages. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now coming to the method of semi-averages. Now, they'll give you the year, like let us say 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. These are the 5 years data is given to us. Like let us say the production they gave in tons. So I can say it is 10, 15, 25, 30, and 40. Like this, if the production was given. So we have to use the method of semi-averages. There are 5 years. It's an odd semester. That means the first 2 years and the last 2 years you have to add. So 10 plus 15 is 25 divided by 2 and 70 divided by 2. So here it is 12.5 and here is 35.35. So these are your trend points. These are your trend points. So semi-average method means if it is an odd series, this is an odd series because you have 5 years data. Taking the 5 years data, we are eliminating the middle of the year. The first 2 we are taking and the last 2 we are taking. This is the odd series and this is the semi-average method we are using. We got 2 trend points. Making use of these 2 trend points, plot it in the graph so that you can get a trend line. So like let us say, are you following this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm taking this data as a base, I'm drawing the graph. So now I have to draw a graph. So here it is 10, 11, 12, 13, like that. I have to take the years here in the x-axis. Now coming to the production here is 10, here is 15, here is 25, 30, and 40. So I may take here actually, it is not evenly distributed. In such a case, what you can say, in between you can write down 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. That is the scale, 5 table scale we have taken and we have plotted on the Y series. And this is X. So now first is 2010 is 10, 11 is 15, 12 is 25, 13 is 30, and 14 is the 40. So your curve is like this. Now the trend point he gave you as, now in between 10 and 11, in between you have to see 12.5. Somewhere here, you're 12.5. And in 13 and 14, it is 35. Somewhere here. So you join this curve, this 2 points, this is your trend line. What we did, the trend point we have taken in between here, 10 and 11 we have taken 12.5 and 13 and 14 in between we have taken the point as 35 and we have marked and we have joined those 2 points so that we can get the trend line. So original curve we'll get and a trend line also we'll get. Got it? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
This is for odd series. Now we need to work out for even series. Now even series is like, let us say years if we take it to the account. 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 years we got. And now the production, I'm taking same old data, which is 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, and we have another
45.
You want to take 45? Fine, 45. Now, semi-averages method, first 3 and the last 3. There is no need for us to leave anything because it is a even series. Even series is 2, 4, 6 is a even series. So, that is total 6 years are there. First 3 years and the last 3 years can be taken. So, 40 plus 10, 50 divided by 3. Here, 70, this is 5, 8 plus 115 by 3.
6.
What is the trend points here? This is semi-average method under the
16.
This is how much? This is 2.
38.3.
16.67. This one?
38.
9.
38.34.
38.34. So
Yes.
we can say none of this, instead of taking 16.67, we can make it a rounded figure as 17. And this is 38.34. So we will remain it as 38. So 17 is 1 point, 38 is another point. These are the trend points which need to be plotted. Nana, here we will plot in the year 2011, we'll plot 17. 2014, we'll plot 38. In the odd series, we have plotted in between the 2 years because it is between the 2 years only. Whereas now, this is taking 3 years as a base. So the trend point supposed to be marked in the 11th year and in the 14th year.
That means in the middle.
Middle. Okay?
Okay.
Followed?
Yeah, ma'am.
So graph, you know, first take in x-axis, you take this years. On y-axis, you take the production and plot all these points, draw the graph. Then you take this 17 in the year 11, 38 in the year 14, point it and draw by joining these 2 points. That is your trend line.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'll go to the next method is moving average method. Shall I move on to the moving average method?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the moving average method. So Nana, I'll take the same years into the account. So let us say 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. First, I'll take the odd series into the account and the production was given. The production here is 10, 15, 25, 30 and 40. Now I'm taking the imaginary figures. You need to understand. Now first we have to take the moving totals. Moving totals. He give you 3 years moving totals because it's an odd series. So 3 years, 5 years moving totals we have to calculate in case if it is an odd series. If it is an even series, he may give you 4 years or 6 years data, which is a moving average to be calculated. This is for odd series. This is for even series. Okay? Followed? Now, coming to the moving total, what we have to do is, Nana, 10 plus 15 plus 25 is your moving total. Next, 15 plus 25 plus 30. The next, 25 plus 30 plus 40.
30 plus 40.
That means you will get only you will get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all. Only 3 trend points you will get. These are the moving totals. Then what you have to do, divide it by 3. You will get the moving average, no? Moving average is said. Method of moving average. Are you following?
Yes,
Shall I
ma'am.
repeat once again? Shall I
No,
repeat once again?
understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Please repeat, ma'am. Please repeat, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So now I'm taking the years as 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And here the production is 10, 15, 25, 30, and 40. Now moving totals is equal to 10 plus 15 plus 25. 15 plus 25 plus 30. Now 25 plus 30 plus 40. This divided by 3, this divided by 3, this divided by 3. Because it is 3 years moving average. So 40 plus 10, 50 divided by 3, you are getting it as 16.67. 25, 40, 70, 70 divided by 3. 70 divided by 3 is
23.3.
23.3. Next, 25 plus 30 plus 70 plus 25, 95 divided by 3.
31.6.
31.6. Nana, instead of taking like this, we can round it off and we can say 17, 23, and
30.
32. And this is the year is in 2011, 2012, and 2013. You are supposed to take these are the trend points. To draw a trend line, this becomes the trend points. Nana, this is the year, this is the data. Originally, you will get a curve. When you plot in the graph, this is the years, this is the production. Plot those points, join the points, you will be able to get the original curve. But,
Ma'am, why should we leave the first 2010?
Nana,
Why should we leave the first year production? 2000?
we didn't left the 10, Nana. 10, 15, 25 we have taken in the second year because Nana, when we have to take in the first year, what happens here? There is nothing. Before
Yeah,
10, there is nothing.
Taking from the next year.
Whereas, see, here last year also we could not able to take. See, 30, 40 we can take, but the next number is not there. Next year data, if it is not there, 2 years
Yes,
data cannot be taken. 3 years data you have to take.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Right? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Because he's asking 3 years average, no? 3 years moving average. Always remember, A plus B plus C is your 3 years moving average divided by 3. Next, you will get B plus C plus
D.
Then C plus D plus E. Then D plus E plus F. Like this is moving average goes on.
Okay, ma'am.
So have you followed this the odd series, Nana?
Yes.
Now even series also we have to take into the account. So hope you can able to understand this. So shall I go to the method of least square?
Yes, ma'am.
Method of least square. So let us take the problem and work out under the method of least square. It is also called as straight line method or the best fitted method. And most likely you will be able to get a problem in this. None of the other 3 methods is very simple, very easy. So you can expect a question for a short note. Whereas the method of least square, you can expect for the essay question. So that's the reason why let us work out this. Nana, I'm taking a problem where years are given as 2010, 11, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. Now, the sales in lakhs, he gave us 5, 8, 12, 20, and 25. Nana, this sales we always treated as Y, Nana. And this, whatever the years, years we cannot take into the account. That's the reason why we have to calculate X. The X year is because it's an odd series. The middle of the year is taken as 0. Then 13, 10 minus 13 is minus 3, minus 2, 0. Here minus 1, I'm sorry, plus 1, 14 minus 13, 15 minus 13 is 2. Right? So now the next what we have to take into the account is X square. Now this is sigma y is equal to the value. Now X square you take into the account. Then y square also you take into the account. Then you take X into y. X into y. X into y. X into y is this 2 you have to multiply. Column 2 should be multiplied with column 3.
Ma'am,
Now,
can you please
this-
repeat the X one?
Amma?
X, can you please repeat the X?
X is the middle of the year. We have taken it as 0. Middle of the year was taken as 0. Or
Okay.
like let us say, if we take 12, this is 13, this is 14. Then this is minus 2, minus 1. Let me take properly. This is 12, this is 13, this is 14. Now middle of the year is taken as 0. 10 minus 12 is minus 2 minus 1. This is 1 and 2, which is equal to 0. Sigma x is equal to 0.
మ్యామ్
Sigma y
ఈవెన్
is
ఇయర్స్
equal to...
వస్తే మనం మిడ్ పాయింట్ ని ఎలా తీసుకోవాలి?
Nana?
ఈవెన్ ఇయర్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మనం మిడిల్ పాయింట్ ఎలా తీసుకోవాలి?
అది కూడా చెప్తా. ముందు ఇది చేసాక అది చెప్తా.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
ఓకే
అది
మ్యామ్.
కూడా చెప్పేమంటే చెప్పేస్తా, నాకేం అభ్యంతరం లేదు, కానీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోతారు.
ఓకే ఓకే మ్యామ్.
Now 20, 20, 40, 40 plus 30, this is 70, right? This total is equal to 70. Now this is 4, this is 1, 0, 1, 4, which is equal to 5 plus 5, 10. Now y square is equal to 25, 64, 64. This is 12 into 12 is 144. Then 20 square is 400. 25 square is 625. What is this total? That is sigma y square total. Nana, sigma xy, that is minus 10. I'll write here. Minus 10, minus 8, 0, 20, and 50. This is your x into y.
12,
So,
ma'am. Y
Amma?
square. Y square
is
58.
No,
12,
you tell me afterwards. Now you have understood how we have to calculate this.
Yes, ma'am.
So this total is 20 minus 18 is 2. That means your sigma xy is equal to 52. Your sigma y square total is, you need to tell me. So
12, 8.
yeah. Shall I take the totals now? Have you noted the values, Nana?
Ma'am, can you explain again, ma'am, please? I didn't understand this little bit.
Here, years, Nana. The first one is years. The second one is sales, which the data is given to calculate the, use the method of straight line method or method of least square. So fit a straight line under the method of least square. What the data was given is like this. So what we did, years, we have taken the middle of the year is equal to 0. Then automatically 10 minus 12 is minus 2. 11 minus 12 is minus 1. 13 minus 12 is 1. 14 minus 12 is 2. This is what your x which you can able to get. After getting the x, what we did, we have squared. So,
ma'am, actually, how we get 12, ma'am, here? What we have here, 5, 8, 12, 20, 25.
Nana?
You said 12, 11 minus 12, but we have here 11 minus 8, right?
11 minus 10 is minus 12 minus 10 is minus 2, no?
Yeah.
So 10 minus 12. Your 10 is the first one. Minus 12 is the next one. 10 minus 12 is minus 2.
Okay.
11 minus 12 is minus 1.
But here we have 11 minus 8, right?
11 minus?
Here we have 8, not 12.
Here 12 is your, what we are taking the deviations from 12. That's the reason why you're getting your x value is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Now x square is 2 square, 1 square. Again 1 square and 2 square. Squaring. 2 into 2 is 4. 1 into 1 is 1.
Okay.
Like that, the squaring. Now y square means 5 square. 5 into 5 is 25. 8 into 8 is 64. 12 into 12 is 144. 20 square. 20 into 20 is 400. 25 into 25 is 625. Now, xy means your column 2 multiplied with column 3. So, 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. 8 into minus 1 is minus 8. 12 into 0 is 0. 20 into 1 is 20. 25 into 2 is 50. Okay? Followed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Amma, you need to tell me all these values. I'm rubbing off this. Now,
Okay, ma'am.
see, sigma y is equal to 70. Sigma x square is equal to how much?
X square 10.
10. Now, sigma y square is equal to how much?
1258.
1258. Sigma xy is equal to
52.
52. Right. Now, we have to calculate the trend values is y is equal to a plus bx. So, we need to calculate a value. So, a value is equal to sigma y divided by n. Your sigma y is 70 divided by 5 years, no? It is?
14.
Which is 14. Now, b is equal to your sigma xy divided by sigma x square. Sigma xy is 52 divided by 10, which is equal to 5.2. Now, we have to put it in this formula when x is equal to minus 2. Then y is equal to, that means y is equal to a plus bx. Here we are substituting a is equal to 14 plus 5.2 into minus 2. Work out and tell me. 14 plus into minus becomes minus. It is 10.4. That means here you are getting it as 3.6. Is it 3.6?
Yes, ma'am. 3.6.
Is it 3.6?
Yes, ma'am. 3.6.
Okay. The next, like this, we have to work out when x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 14. When x is equal to 2, then that means y is equal to, it is 24.4. When x is equal to 1, then Hello? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it is, you're able to hear my voice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, see, Nana, we have the values of x is equal to -2, x is equal to -1, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2. So all those values you have to substitute in this equation and you should get these values. This will be called as your trend points. Like this, you are supposed to work out under the method of least squares. Under the method of least squares, you have to work out like this. Followed? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will work out the even series. This is the odd series. We will work out the even series. Same, the same years I am taking into the account. That is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now I'll take one more year as 15. Now
Okay.
here the sales, which we get treated as sigma y or the y, which is sales are 5, 8, 12, 20, 25, and we have one more is 30 we may have. Okay. Now
Okay.
I need to calculate x. So as your friend asked me, if it is the even series, how it is to be worked out? Nana, it should be taken in between. In between, that means you'll have 12.5, right?
Yes.
12.5 minus, that is 12 minus 12.5 equals to minus 0.5. So you'll get here 0.5.
Yes.
Okay, because 12.5 is in between.
Yes, ma'am.
Then next, 11 minus 12.5 is minus 1.5, minus 2.5. Here it is plus 0.5. Here it is 1.5. And here it is 2.5. Now we have to take x square. So minus 2.5. That means you'll get 6.25. 2.25. It is 0.25. It is 0.25. It is 2.25. It is 6.25. These are the values you'll get for x square.
Yes.
Now coming to now let us work out x into y, Nana. That is 5 into minus 2.5.
Minus 7.5.
Huh? 5 into 5 is 5. 2, 10, 11, 12.5. It is minus 12.5. The next 8 into minus 1.5. So it is 40, 4, 8. So it is minus 12. Right. The next 12 into 0.5 is minus 6, no? The next will be 20 into 0.5 is 10 you will get. The next 25 into 1.5. Here it is 125 and 25.
37.5.
7 and 3. 37. So it is 37.5. The next is 60 and 15, 75. The next is 75. Are you following? Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, none of procedure is same. Now, trend points to calculate is the same.
Ma'am,
Ah,
in this we contact the y square.
it's
Sigma
okay, no
y
problem,
square.
because y square is not required actually.
Okay, ma'am.
No need of calculating y square.
In R that we calculated the y square also.
Yeah. In the last problem we calculated, but there is no need for us to calculate y square. Just
Okay,
you
ma'am.
calculate x square, x into y.
X1. Okay, ma'am.
And Amma, up to this is okay. Then next you have to start working out the trend values using the formula y is equal to a plus b x.
Ma'am, in the even also we can follow the same formula.
Huh?
In this problem, even from problem.
Yes. Y is equal
Y
to a
equal
plus
to a
bx is
plus
the same
bx.
formula. And
Okay,
working
ma'am.
is also in the same manner. Only
Okay, ma'am.
the procedure where it refers is your x. Your x
Okay,
is
ma'am.
differing here. See, this is only differing.
Okay, ma'am.
The rest is the same. Is it okay, Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Shall I rub it off this? Now let us move on to the next, Nana. The method of least square is over. Nana, do you have measurement of seasonal variations also?
Yes, ma'am.
The measurement of seasonal variations, again, there are 4 methods which you have. One is the method of simple averages, the ratio to trend method, ratio to moving average method, and the link relative method. Nana, the link relative method is very important. Link relative method is very important. So, under the link relative method, you can easily calculate. That means whatever the values were given, we have to take one problem to work out that. Here, first you will
Ma'am.
get.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you repeat the measurement of seasonal variation?
Measurement of seasonal variation. There are, again, you have 4 methods, Nana.
Okay, ma'am.
The important measures are, one is method of simple averages.
Okay.
Simple averages means what you have to do, you have to take the totals, right? Like he'll give you the data, like first quarter data, second quarter data, third quarter data, fourth quarter data, they'll give you. So what you are doing is, here he'll give you the years, like let us say 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. 5 years data if it is given the quarter wise. Like let us say the first quarter is 72, 76, 74. Okay. Again 76 and 78. If you take into the account, the totals you have to take. What is the total here? Total 72 plus 76 plus 74, again 76 and 78. Total
376.
376. Nana, average. Average is divided by 5.
75.2.
75.2. Right? Like this, you have to calculate for Q2, Q3, Q4.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? After calculating, what you have to do? The average of Q1 plus average of Q2 plus average of Q3 plus average of Q4 divided by the 4. This one, the average. This, like this, you'll calculate now for all 4 quarters.
Okay, ma'am.
That you will get a value. That value is supposed to be like 75.2 divided by whatever the value you are getting this. That you have to take here, multiply with 100, you will get the percentage. That is your seasonal index.
Okay, ma'am.
This is under simple average method. This is very easy, very simple. By go throughing your material also, you can able to understand.
Okay, ma'am.
This is one method. The another method is ratio to trend method. Now, the method of least square which we worked out, that is a part of it we have to work out under the ratio to trend method. After calculating that, we are supposed to, because quarter-wise data will be given. Season is always based on the quarters, right? So the quarter-wise information was given. Based on that, we have to calculate the ratio to the annual. So that again, one more method which we have. Nana, it takes time to work out. Probably you go through your material, and more or so, examination point of view, if you take into the account, it is on the link relatives which is very important. These methods, if you know, it's fine. But link relative method, you can expect a question.
Okay, ma'am.
So link relative method is very, very important, which you need to study. That I think so you can work out by yourself. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Ma'am,
With this, we have completed the time series chapter. Nana, what is the next chapter?
Next chapter is index numbers.
So shall we discuss tomorrow index numbers?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. We'll discuss tomorrow index numbers, and the next is
construction of index numbers.
okay.
Construction of
Weighted index numbers.
Living
Okay.
cost of living
index numbers. This on third block.
Okay.
In this
Okay,
fourth
no.
block,
All index numbers is the third block, right?
third block.
Fourth block is probability.
Concepts.
Okay, no. So tomorrow we'll discuss the index numbers, and then we'll move on to the probability.
Okay, ma'am.
Link relative method pro forma.
Ma?
In our textbooks, we can't have wrinkle-related method problems, ma'am. Only about
You
simple
read the syllabus, Nana. Do you have seasonal variation also? Please read the syllabus.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
But
can I
in
get
the
yesterday's class YouTube link, ma'am, please? Because I didn't join yesterday.
in YouTube there is BRAO 21. I think so. Wait 1 minute.
No, 17. BRAO live
18,
17.
18. Sorry,
Or
18.
18. Sorry, 18.
18.
Yes, Nana. Have you seen the syllabus?
Ma'am, in the syllabus we have only simple average method in the problem. There is no wrinkle relative method problem.
No. See the syllabus, whether link relative syllabus is there or not.
ఎక్కడ దొరకలేదు మ్యామ్ నాదైతే.
ఎక్కడ లేదు.
మిగతావే ఉన్నాయి.
ఓన్లీ
బ్లాక్ 2 లో చూపించలే.
లేదు మ్యామ్.
అది సింపుల్ యావరేజ్ మెథడ్ అక్కడికే లాస్ట్
ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది
ఇచ్చారు అంటే అదే లాస్ట్ మ్యామ్.
అదే లాస్ట్ ఇక
అది సమ్మరీ ఇచ్చేసారు. సమ్మరీ క్వశ్చన్స్ లాంగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇచ్చారు అంతే.
నేను క్రాస్ చెక్ చేసి చెప్తానమ్మా. మీకు ఉందో లేదో చూసి చెప్తా. ఉంటే సరే, లేకపోతే అంటే ఉంటే లింక్ రిలేటివ్ మెథడ్ నేర్చుకోండి, లేకపోతే ఓకే ఫైన్, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
లేదు మ్యామ్, ఇండెక్స్ లో కూడా ఏం లేదు ఇది.
సీజన్ 4 ఇచ్చారు కానీ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ మాత్రం సింపుల్ యావరేజ్ ఒకటే ఇచ్చారు.
అచ్చా, ఇది ఇచ్చారు. లింక్ రిలేటివ్ ఉంది.
లేదండి, దాని గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఏం లేదు.
ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ లేదు, ఓన్లీ సింపుల్ యావరేజ్ గురించే ఉంది మ్యామ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్. దాని
ఓన్లీ ఆ 4 టైప్స్ లోనే మెన్షన్ చేశారు తప్ప దాని గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఏం లేదు మ్యామ్ దాని గురించి.
అచ్చా, అయితే మీరు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ఏదైనా మీరు కొనుక్కోగలిగితే అందులో మీకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటుంది నాన్న.
ఓకే.
నాకు తెలిసి మా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో లేనిది ఇస్తారంటారా?
అది నాకు తెలీదు, ఎందుకంటే అది కూడా ఉండొచ్చు.
ఓకే,
మీరైతే ఒకసారి థియరీ ఓరల్ గా చెప్తారా, మేము నోట్ చేసుకుంటాం.
అలాగే నాన్న, రేపు మనం డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. నాన్న, నాకు చెప్పడానికి ఏం అభ్యంతరం లేదు, కానీ మనకి నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్లాసెస్ చాలా తక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. మీ టోటల్ పోర్షన్ చాలా వాస్ట్ గా ఉంది. మనం ఇదే చెప్పుకుంటూ కూర్చుంటే మీకు నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్స్ కి ఓరియంటేషన్ దొరకదు.
ఓన్లీ జస్ట్ ఒక
ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్
ఓకే, నేను చెప్తా, నాకేం అభ్యంతరం లేదు.
చెప్పండి అంతే, ఇంకా ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లాంటిది ఏమొద్దు, కానీ ఒక థియరీ అదొకటి చెప్తే.
అలాగే అమ్మా.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
సో టుమారో వి విల్ బి మీటింగ్. ఓకే.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
సేమ్ టైం 10:30.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
రైట్ మా. థ్యాంక్ యూ
మ్యామ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.